This poor man just took a beating and now you're throwing him to the floor. Hi guys, it's Janae and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm reacting to episode 6 of Love is a Poison. I am quite nervous for this because not only did we end off where we ended off with the previous reaction, I also, between filming that and today's reaction, realized / remembered that this show is consistent of 12 episodes, not the usual 8 or 10 for Japanese shows. So we're not even halfway through the show and we had this massive turning point, which is quite alarming. So I hope you guys will still enjoy. Before we do get into it, however, I just want to say a quick massive thank you to all my amazing patrons and channel members. And if you're interested in joining either of those for uncut and exclusive reactions, the links will be in the description below, along with my social media and my PO box. And if you want to subscribe, that's always greatly appreciated. Now, without further ado, let's get into today's video. It could be perhaps that they're reflecting how you're feeling.
元に戻っただけだ。裁判では連戦連勝が続いた。ありがとうございます。すべて先生のおかげです。I
feel like he's about to crash into your world again in a way that you're not at all prepared for.
本当に良かったです。取締役の利益相反取引に関する裁判例を調べてくれ。
はい、かしこまりました。
使えない情報より。
クライアント様から来週の月曜三つ星イタリアンを予約したとのことです。
俺は三つ星イタリアンよりハルトのおにぎりが食べたい。
I'm glad he's missing him, but I do hope we see more of Haruto also feeling the absence.
ハルト君？
はい。
そうね、最近見ないけど。
今どこにいるんだ、ハル。
Is that the first time we've seen the bar's name? Probably not, but I'm noticing it for the first time, I think.
兄さん、ハルには知ってるの？
Oh. Interesting. For a moment I thought it might be the girl who was from the previous case, the one that Haru pretended to like.
もしかして彼氏のりょうくん？すいません、なんか勘違いして。
I'm surprised that he would disclose, like, obviously, okay, from what he just said, he kind of inferred things, but still, he had to disclose enough for him to get that impression. It's interesting.
好きな人ができたってだけで、どんな人か聞いたら秘密だって。
Interesting.
なんでそんなにあいつのことを？ハル兄はみんなの足長おじさんだから。
I wondered originally if maybe they like grew up on the streets together and he felt responsible for them once he came to an age where he could actually start making money, or he came into enough money where he felt like into an opportunity where he could make enough money to support them. But even though that's not quite what ended up being the case, I feel like the sentiment still carries.
これで今日はちゃんとしたとこ泊まんだぞ。よし、じゃあ服。
I know it's probably not a good sign that his hairstyle has changed, because it's kind of like him donning his old persona again, instead of the presumably raw and real side that he showed Shiba-kun. But I actually quite like his hair styled and colored that way.
自分を大事にな。はい。あ、売りなんか絶対すんなよ。ハルによく言ってたんだ。元の場所に戻る。
元の場所。
It doesn't seem like they knew either.
見て、まん丸お月様。ハロウィンのかぼちゃみたいなオレンジ色だよ。
Yeah, that shows you how much he's thinking of him still.
りょうさんどこ行くんですかりょうさん
This is gonna be interesting. I'm a little nervous. Oh.
ねえ相談なんだけど
Okay. For a moment I thought maybe what we saw at the end of the previous episode was this interaction that we're seeing now, but it's not. So I thought, okay, so everything we'd seen up until this point was taking place at the same time that we saw that last interaction, but I don't think that's the case. I think this is a further along already.
この仕事がうまくいったらさ俺に10億払って
Oh, that's a lot to ask.
あ
You might think you're being greedy.
俺だから俺に10億安いもんでしょ
You're putting a target on your back. I don't know if that's the best idea.
お前は俺らの家まま動いてりゃそれでいいんだよ報酬は今まで通りだ
What, like 1%? Probably not that little, but
お前の居場所はそっちじゃない
りょうくん
おい
はい
oh, no, I'm stressed. Like that was very, very brave and stupid of Ryokun. At the same time, like I kind of love it, and I think that was good for Haruto to see him be willing to walk into danger like that. But how the hell are they gonna get out of this? Because at least for now, at least they wouldn't necessarily know that he's a lawyer. But the moment that they find that out, they're very, very, very dead. Can he fight? Like, is this about to be epically bad? I'm pretty sure it's about to be embarrassing. Oh, they didn't disappoint in how epically embarrassing that was, but ow, that still hurt my soul. What was the plan, do you think? Do you think he had a plan? What did you expect?
わかるよなとしておろうな
It's weird to think that, like, maybe I've seen too many movies, but it's weird to think that that Haruto himself isn't good at fighting. Like, you would think someone who assumedly grew up on the streets and has had to deal with rough people all his life, assumedly, would have some fighting skill. What was the plan here? Did you have a backup plan? This feels weird. Like, feels a little bit ridiculous.
お前にひどいこと言ったお前は自分のことしか考えていない人間だって
Guys, are we aware that we still have like half a season or series to go? This feels like a penultimate episode. I'm sorry, like this is cool, but it's kind of hilarious at the same time. Let's run. You have to like you have to be glad that he can fight, because you really did not think this through, did you? That smile.
お前強すぎるだろ ならもっと早く助けられたんじゃないか。
ね。
だってりょうくんもっと強いかと思ったんだもん。
俺はりょうくんとは違うから。
Yeah.
裏社会の人間だから。
They've been really towing the line of intimacy so far. And I noticed with Netflix's rating that it's basically PG, like it's rated to 13. So I don't think anything scandalous is gonna happen right now. But I wouldn't be opposed to Ryokun like suddenly becoming very bold and kissing him. Like that would be hilarious and great at the same time.
お前を思うとここが苦しい。
Mm.
わけもなく涙が出る。
He's not very eloquent with his words, but he at least uses them.
恋だ。恋。
That's cute.
俺ずっと前から知ってたよ。
Mm-hmm. I mean, you've been reading him like he's an open book all this time, so I'm not
りょうくんが俺から
surprised.
離れられないくせに。
Wow.
りょうくんは不器用で
Mm-hmm.
繊細でめんどくさくて。
Very much so.
でもそんなりょうくんが好き。
This poor man just took a beating and now you're throwing him to the floor.
俺はその日初めて知った。
Mm-hmm.
恋人の笑顔はどんな美しい星空よりきらめいて見えることを。
I was not expecting things to go this way in this episode.
ありがとうりょうくん。
近い。
近くない。
そっち空いてるだろ。
泣いてない。
Come on, as if you had all objected when you guys were in the tent together.
あれとってももう一回呼んで。
これする。
It's good you know what he is like, 'cause otherwise you'd probably be really put off right now.
恋人と一緒に寝るのはこんな幸せな気持ちになるものなのか。
Are we talking like so happy that you're not going to be able to fall asleep? Oh, damn.
悲しい過去についてまだ何も知らなかった。
I mean, I don't think it's hard to guess that he most likely had some kind of tragic past to end up where he is and in the way that he is. I mean, you don't necessarily have to have a tragic past to be a con artist, but considering the fact that he is very willing to help other people besides himself and looking out for the younger people who are struggling, it kind of, at least to me, implies that he probably went through similar struggles. So I just assumed he had a more difficult past. But yeah, I wonder if it's something that will be in their power to pursue legally, or if it's something where it's, you know, it's a tragedy of the past that can't be readdressed in a way that will bring justice to someone. So yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I'm very intrigued because considering how far we've come within the first 5 episodes, it does feel like there's going to be a larger plot at play for the rest of the show, and potentially it's also going to be them having to sort out the con artists now, because now they'll maybe set their sights on Shiba-kun. I feel like you could actually quite plausibly do a situation where Haruto testifies against them and thus gets away with community service. Because it's not murder, you know, it's quite on the scale of crimes. I know of cases where if you turn against your partners or people who were in higher power than you and you allow the government to get them, then your sentence is dramatically reduced. So I feel like there is still actually a law-wise happy ending for Haruto that I could see playing out, that I'm hoping will play out, and then I'm very intrigued about finding out about his past. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought, and otherwise I'll see you in the next one. Bye.